It's on my luxurious fleet. It's a little bit of a blizzard out here. I don't know if you can see that. It's cold, it's snowing, it's a little bit windy. It's not too bad though. It's not overly cold. I think it's 23 degrees. But I didn't want to stay inside all day. I get a little like cabin fever. I go crazy if I'm sitting down for too long. And we got, you know, Lexus has some of the best off-road vehicles and inclement weather vehicles in the entire world. So I'm using this as an excuse to get into one of my favorite Lexus vehicles of all time. And that's a GX 470. We got one in on trade. It's a 2008. It's got like 112,000 miles on it. There's those awesome ISs that I did a video on a couple weeks ago. This GX got about 112,000 miles on it, and she's just been sitting here for a couple weeks, and it has perfect like Carfax on it. There's just some damage on the, I'll get in the frame for you. There's some damage on the rear right hand side that was all fixed a while back, but it's been routine maintenance either at our dealership or one of another local shop here. But I am going to get inside this vehicle and drive it around, probably in the neighborhood behind me, and just kind of give you guys my impressions on how this beast is going to do in the snow. Getting on inside the amazing GX 470, and yes, we have a real key. None of that push button garbage. Oh, and I love how the steering wheel automatically adjusts to you. Fires right up. Oh yeah. Making them more vulnerable to carbon buildup. So this is a luxury build. We got the Mark Lev. That's what I'm talking about. You can see it on the speakers on there on the side of the door. There's 3 speakers on that door. Amazing. Oh man, it is chilly in here. Okay, heated seats all the way up. Here's your handbrake. Just look how good this wood looks after 11 years. Looks great. This cherry wood that you don't see in Lexus vehicles anymore. This must have been a style, this cherry colored wood. But man, in some ways this interior looks better than the modern GX. The GX 460 of 2019. I like this interior in a lot of ways. That's better than that car. Cup holders here, inside here. This is still working, by the way. You got, wait, are these additional? We have effing 4 cup holders. Are you kidding me? And then, okay, mat pocket there. I was gonna say if they had even more cup holders, some memory seats here. All auto windows. That was pretty baller for that time. You can see down here we have. Oh, we're turning this biatch on. Turning that on, and that is your roll side curtain airbag. We shouldn't need to mess with that. I don't plan on tipping this thing. You can see ride height. Your ride height is controlled right here. And why not? We could go higher, but there's no point. I'm not going off-road. Downhill assist. And then comfort. Yes, I'd probably always have this in comfort if I own this vehicle. Here's your 120 or 12 volt there. Aux, which is kind of forward thinking for a vehicle of this age. We got an ashtray and then another 12 volt. Heck yeah, a real ashtray. Second start, which would be good on a day like this, but I'm not going to be pushing it too hard in this somewhat of a blizzard. We don't know how much snow we're supposed to get. They said anywhere from 3 to 5 inches, but gosh, these back seats look absolutely perfect. Holy cow, look at that carpet. They did a great job cleaning this vehicle up. That back door looks brand new. And you can see those jump seats in the back, which I'm not going to get too much into. Hey, let's, how about we do this? Rear defrost is a good idea on a day like today, and so is front defrost. Oh gosh, that was fast. Hold on. Hold on. Oh gosh, there's no fan control, which drives me nuts about these GXs. So you have to go into climate and then adjust the fan from here. Gosh, how obnoxious is that? I think that even the modern GX is like that. It just drives me nuts that there is not a fan button. Oh, drives me nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts. Steering wheel. How's the steering wheel? It's real skinny. It's a real skinny steering wheel. Much skinnier than any modern Lexus steering wheel. I don't know why that is. I don't know why they made them fatter. Maybe that's just a trend. But it still feels good. It's very cold. I don't think we have a heated steering wheel option. In the modern GX, you would have to go to a luxury package to get the heated steering wheel, which is just obnoxious, but that's how Lexus makes it. Obviously there's your lights, and then there's your windshield wipers. No different. Cruise control is here. You even see the same freaking fob on a 2019 RX 350. That's mind-blowing. Ooh, and this one even has the DVD system here. Let's flip that around so you can see it. How cool is that? DVD system in here. And then if we look down here, we have all sorts of controls for climate control, and then you have some video plugins down there. No HDMI back in 2008, unfortunately, but you know what? How cool. How cool is this car? Man, I just love this GX. And now I think it's time for us to drive it. Actually, it's going to be a bit for us to drive it, unfortunately. And the reason for that is this windshield. I don't have an ice scraper on me. And this still has ice on it from 2 ice storms. So it has one from last Friday, today's Tuesday, and it's got ice on it from today before the snow started falling. We got another sheet of ice. So for you guys, it will only be literally a video cut from me talking, but while I'm filming this video, I'm probably gonna have to wait 20 minutes for it to defrost. So I'll see you guys in the next video cut. I couldn't wait 20 minutes. Yeah, it's getting there. We're getting there. But as I got into this vehicle, I nailed my head on this handle. You can see it probably better on that side. I'm sure Lexus moved that handle because people were nailing their heads on it. That's kind of unfortunate, but man, I just love how large these windows are back here. It's freaking awesome. Had some guys looking at me with they're going through the lot right now. I wonder if they want me to move this GX, but they're looking at me. They're looking at me. They actually work here. They want to plow. They're working on plowing the lot right now. As you can see, we probably have about an inch. I don't know if you guys can tell. We have about an inch or so of snow that's accumulated in the past hour and a half. It's slowing down though. It's slowing down. But let's give you my impressions of the back seat. I've only sat in one GX 470 besides this one before. And it was an amazing vehicle, and I loved every second of it. A real ashtray back here, automated down and probably up windows. Well, let's test it. There's down and up. Yep. We have that wood, that cherry wood. The doors look great with that leather. Very high quality. A small little capsule down there to hold things. Mat pockets on each side. Let's turn. Now, we don't have rear heated seats like you do in a modern GX. I guess so far that's like the only thing that is not up to modern standards. But yeah, we're just gonna keep this little guy on for us while we're in here. But man, look at these seats. Look how they're holding up over a decade. I mean, they look maybe a year old. That's just incredible. And look at this remote. Wow, that looks older than a year, that's for damn sure. This thing looks like it's from 1995. Holy smokes. Made in China. How does that work? Lexus, how does that work? You're a Japanese brand and you're outsourcing your remotes to China? What's up with that? I don't get that. Okay, let's get an idea of what this is all about. Okay, there's your DVD player right up there. And if I remember the last GX I was in, there was also DVD player in this business up here. Oh, look at those headphones. Are these original? Oh. Okay, there's the other DVD system. So, pretty crazy how there's 2 DVD players in here. I don't understand how that works. But look at that. These are still the original headphones and these are wireless? What in the world? How awesome. That is pretty cool. Hey, look at the windshield though. It's getting there. I'm probably gonna pop back up in the front after I show you these rear seats. I love how much space is back here. Of course, these are called jumper seats. And just hit this hook here. Actually, I don't know, I've never done this before. Okay. Oh wow, that was loud. Holy crap. I'm not gonna mess with that because you have to pull up this mat here And then you can see the hooks down there, and this will fold out like so. It'll pop up. I'm not going to mess with that. I'll keep it just like this. And there's just an amazing amount of space back here. I'm very, very impressed. And then this also one has some weather text in it. It doesn't have factory all-weather mats, but hey, this is better than nothing. And you see back here, it's kind of tucked away. There is your household outlet, your 100, whatever you call it, 110 volt, 115 volt, which is 100 watts of power, which isn't much, but probably enough for a laptop. You can see the additional Mark Levinson speakers. There it goes. Speaker there, and then one right there as well. So the back side here, and this mat under here looks brand new. Unbelievable. This is probably the #1 vehicle in our lot right now that I would buy, or that I could afford, kind of. So it's just an amazing vehicle, and you don't see very many of these around anymore, I guess, in this condition. And we're off in this 2008 GX. I'm gonna take it very, very slow. It's not my vehicle. I wish it was in so many ways, but I just want to get an idea of, you know, how it does in the snow, so I can tell people, yeah, I sell these vehicles. I just want to get an idea of, you know, how safe these things are in the snow and the type of confidence they should inspire. So far, it doesn't feel like I've hit any snow, even though it just drove through about a foot of plowed snow. I'm going to switch the camera around so you can get a view of what I'm seeing. And what this vehicle's remind me of is the exact same thing as I felt in the last GX 470 that I was in. It's just a unique and buttery smooth experience that I don't feel like you get even on the brand new 2019 GX 460. I feel like this one's much quieter. It's smoother. I feel like the materials are better. And yeah, it's just as comfortable. But it probably sounds and seems like to you guys that, like, there's just, it probably sounds like I'm just floating on a cloud right now. There's no sound other than the small fan I'm hearing for the defrost, which is on just at medium low, which there's no button for, physical button. You have to go through the menus, which kind of sucks. But this thing is, and no, this is not a lot of snow. Yes, in a perfect situation, well, you see this, I'm gonna drive through this right here. See that big thing of snow? What? It didn't even act like there was any snow there. I was expecting it to, you know, feel like I was tipping a little bit, changing elevation a tad, and absolutely not. It just ran through that big clump of snow like it wasn't even there. Holy cow, man, I want a GX 470 so bad. Not so much the 460, yeah, it's an amazing vehicle, but these things you can just get at an amazing price that you can't with the modern iteration of this vehicle, the 460. So I'm just going to turn this baby around and we're going to wrap up this quick little wintertime review. Camera's having a hard time focusing today. It could be all the snow. I don't know how that works. Oh yeah. This steering wheel. So I'm backing this thing up now, and the steering wheel not only feels great in terms of the materials on it, this wood still feels excellent. And look, I have a backup camera. That's not bad. It's not bad for 2008. But holy cow, this thing is just, back to the steering wheel. It feels like the steering wheel in the LX, the modern LX. It feels better than the GX 460 in my opinion. You know, to give you best impressions, I would have to drive them back to back, but this one does speak to me a little bit more. It seems more smooth, more refined. The V8 in this thing is much quieter than the modern one. And I do like the materials a lot better. There's so much more plastic in the modern GX, I feel, and it's just, it's not my cup of tea. It's still an amazing vehicle. It's super reliable, very durable, but this one seems to be a lot more luxurious in my opinion. So this 2008 GX, it feels like a truck in the snow. Feels like a big vehicle, even though this one's not that big. It feels planted, there's a lot of weight to it, and this just kind of confirms and solidifies that this is probably my top 3 Lexus vehicles of all time. The LS 430 is probably up there. This is one of them, and then any LX of any era is definitely probably my number 1. I do love the LC 500, but I feel like that vehicle is just coming out. It's got a lot of untapped potential, and we'll see where that vehicle goes in the future. But the history books are closed on this one, and I'm just trying to give you guys a snapshot in history on this amazing GX. If you can find one with good maintenance records, pretty clean Carfax, fairly low miles. This thing has low miles at 112,000. It's going to be one of the best vehicles you could ever buy, in my opinion, especially if you have a family, and if you're in a climate that is like this. It's pretty crazy, this weather today, but you couldn't have a better day to go out and drive a 2008 GX 470 from Lexus. Let's just finish this little walk around. I think in the Carfax said there was supposed to be damage, or there was damage reported to this back right end, but of course you're not going to see it. I'm sure that was fixed. Look at that fat tip on here. Holy crap. I don't know if that's factory or not. That looks obnoxious, but it's good to me. The back end is a little snow on here. I feel like I should do it a quick favor here. Get my hand cold. It's totally worth it. This vehicle's awesome. Love these old school wheels, huge tires on it. It's just an awesome truck. And I don't think I showed you guys a price on this. Man, if I had about 18 grand laying around, I would buy this thing in a heartbeat. But let me know what you guys think. I'm starting to get pretty damn cold. This GX is a gem. I'm sure a lot of you watching this video here, have a GX of some model year. I think the late 2000 GXs are my favorite and the ones I've driven so far. I'm not used to being able to press the gas pedal and the vehicle behave like it's actually on pavement when it's snowing like this. So that's a little bizarre to me. I press the gas and I'm not flooring it, but I'm giving it a good heavy foot, and it's acting like there's no snow at all. And you know, I've never owned a 4x4. This is a 4x4, by the way. I've never owned one before. I don't know if that's normal, but it's one badass feeling for you to get into the gas pedal a little bit when obviously these conditions are far from ideal. Well, they're actually ideal for this truck. I'll be honest with you there. This truck was made for little snows and big snows and avalanches and meteor showers. This thing would endure it all. But I better finish this up. I'm sure there's calls that my managers would like me to make, but man, holy cow, what a beautiful day to be out in one of the best Lexus vehicles, in my opinion, ever made, the 2008 LX 470. Did I just say LX 470? Yes, that's an amazing vehicle as well, but of course I'm in the 2008 GX 470. Its little brother. It's just as good in my opinion. See ya.